dude, the fucking recorder they make you play in like primary school or elementary school for you guys.
Hey man, don't shit on the recorder. To this day I still got hot cross buns.
I was cracked on the sticks. That's all I'm trying.
Cracked on the sticks.
The singular stick.
Did y'all's school do the thing where it was like all those little like belts of different colors of little yarn that they'd tie to it?
No.
To, like show the levels.
Oh, yes!
like
Actually, I
belt
do know what
system?
you're talking about. It was like the equivalent of Club
Martial
Penguin
arts.
card jitsu. I'm not gonna say martial arts because it's way less than that and way more, kiddified. You play your first song, you get your yellow belt. You play your second song, you get your orange belt or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
If you fail to
The
practice, you get the
black
belt.
string. Yeah.
See, for me, it was never like you don't get a level up. You just, you're good at the recorder. Okay, you can play keyboard now.
For me, it was
Wow.
for me it was, oh, you're good at the recorder. You don't embarrass yourself in front of the other students now. You get a little bit of dopamine.
Yeah.
See, my school didn't do that. They just had voluntary music class, but mandatory singing.
Yeah, no, I had that as well. That was
Oh, I didn't have that. What the
Gross.
fuck?
Mandatory singing sounds like a hate crime.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
a hate crime
it.
against me specifically.
It sucks.
You specifically.
White person.
Oh wait, we
McGee.
need a sync.
Jesus. Yeah, no.
Welcome to the Route 1 podcast.
Welcome to the
Oh,
Route
yeah.
1 podcast,
Welcome.
where we forgot to
Did
do
we
the
do-
sync.
Yeah, we did. Do you want to do that? I was thinking that the whole time.
Okay,
I was like,
let's
how do I
the sync.
segue
Let's
into
do the
this?
sync. All right,
So we're gonna do a sync. You
They're gonna hear
guys,
the sync for the first time.
yeah, you guys get to hear the absolute trash heap of our sync. That is my sync, by the way.
Wait. Don't do that. Don't do because then I'm gonna talk during it. Why would you do that?
Yeah, you
after
are
talking?
right now.
This is
You
what I
are right
mean.
now.
Okay,
Do it
Okay,
again.
one more. All right, ready?
Me when
Ash, it's your turn.
No, it's not. That's Cap.
Now it's my turn. Thank you.
You did it. Good job.
Douche
now it's
Marcos.
mine time.
Why'd you do that? No.
And you passed the test. What do you win? Good audio.
Woo!
This is what we do to sync up the us talking to our heads bouncing on the screen if you watch visually.
Yeah,
We have VTuber technology.
dude, when we eventually do like an IRL, like just like a cam one, we're gonna have to do a clap sync instead.
Yo, true.
That's fucked up to think about.
There's definitely
sync.
nothing different going on in the background of this podcast too, by the way. We can't see each other at all. That's
Yeah.
not a thing.
Me and Michael have our webcams on because we've decided that's just like a thing we want to do. And Marco's
I don't
how
own
they're
a
doing
webcam.
it. I don't,
and Marco's just being stinky and won't turn his camera on.
I don't know how you guys are
Stop.
doing it because you guys are over webcam and you could be looking at all different people, but I can somehow tell you guys are having a really intimate moment right now. Like they are staring at each other. This is messed up.
It's because my camera. Okay, well I'm not gonna get into it too much because it's not gonna be on screen.
Yeah,
but, like,
it's you know what? It's good that we don't have the cams on right now because then you can see Kyogre getting its Kyogre in the background of Murkiri's.
Yeah. Murkiri, can you add an image of that to the podcast, but put like a vine, like a boom.
Yeah, okay. I'm
Some
I'm saving it.
NSFW
I
going
have
on in Brady's background.
Let's just start every time we say Kyogre in this podcast, just add a.
No, we
Why?
should
Okay,
say it
that
more
would
than
imply that
once.
we say it. That would imply that we say it more than once, and I don't know. If
This is this is at least the 8th time I've said it.
Yeah. So the whole reason that any of this is happening too, by the way, or the fact that I'm, proud of my webcam now, is that I've currently transformed my entire basement into a streamer space
Yeah,
for
That's
the
pretty cool.
inevitable future of me streaming. All
I got
Lucky
to
you.
watch the
You
POV
have-
Michael rearranging his room cam. It was awesome.
I
Lucky
was a
you,
disaster.
you can have a streamer space. Do you know what it's like living in a?
Yeah,
how many
dude.
square feet is this? This is like maybe 20 square feet, probably more. I don't
My
know.
room
Anyways,
is about the same size as his little gremlin cave he's got behind there.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
so-
like no, and same with my room. Like
How
like
big is my room?
like my room is also my home gym, my office, and like where I sleep.
Yep.
No, that's
Yeah.
efficient. That's
Mine
based.
used to be that. So my old setup used to be I could touch both both walls of the room across from each other at the same time if I just held my hands out.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I can almost do that, but I'm cringe, so
Short.
So I have beef.
Oh,
I have-
you did type in the topics channel just beef. I got it, and then like that was all that you said.
Beef times 2.
Okay.
What happened?
Alright.
What happened?
Markers, what the fuck, man?
Oh, you
Oh?
got beef with Marcus.
I got beef with you. It's one-sided beef. I'm at Arby's and I've only got a piece of meat and
You had half a
bread.
sandwich.
I got
What
half
did
a
I do?
sandwich.
My whole
Markers,
thing is I don't do anything. What did I do?
what the fuck's with this Golduck video, man?
Yeah.
I got my whole Squim Week shit going on, you know. The shit. And
Did you
what do you do to Golduck? You know, I'm using. I'm like, oh yeah, it gets Yawn, it gets Icy Wind, it gets a whole bunch of these cool things, and it gets. What do you use? You fucking Hypnosis Hydro Pump.
And I landed all of them.
What?
And I landed all of them.
And then in that
You landed
same
all of
video,
them.
you're like, oh, I've been thinking about using Inteleon, and this is like immediately after last episode
we were
when we were talking
talking
about
about
Inteleon.
Yeah.
And then you used Inteleon, and they called it dog shit.
Brady, all I'm getting from this is that you watch my videos, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, you watch. Hey, you watch each other's videos and are inspired by each other. It's all
Wrong.
good.
I leave a like on all of Brady's videos to support him, but I don't watch VGC videos.
I mean, that's base. That's base. But it's more of it like I don't watch the whole video. I look at it and I'm looking at the team and I'm like, that's a pretty cool team. I got beef there. What the fuck, man?
You got his whole
You're
water
just
type.
You're
sad
not even
because
using
I-
Inteleon
you're just sad,
correct!
but- no, you're just sad because I definitely put more things to sleep with Hypnosis than you did with Yawn.
Stop.
And I only played 3 games.
Well, yeah, how many games beforehand?
It works. It
Two
works
turns
60%
sleep
of
beefing with 1 turn sleep.
Listen, it works 60% of the time, all the time.
True. That's how I play. That's how I play every game.
All I'm saying is that you used Inteleon wrong and you're calling it dog shit. You used Rayquaza.
That is true. You
You
used
used-
offensive Inteleon. That's not how that works.
This is,
No, I
this
gotta
is
use
the
offensive
equivalent-
Inteleon.
this
You
is
gotta
the
use
equivalent of two-
offensive, but not with Rayquaza. Rayquaza is not the
True.
play.
This is the equivalent of 2 low tier mains beefing with each other about their character being better. My brothers in Christ, they're both dog shit. What are we talking about?
No.
If it makes you feel better, I used Rollout Flapple and it did better.
That's so based. I did see that you made a Flapple video. I want to watch
Yeah,
it
no, I
so
saw
bad
that
because
as well.
I've been thinking about Drake.
Rollout Flapple can one-shot Charizard Dynamax.
Yeah.
Except it can't when it's Charty Berry. I saw that on Twitter and I was
Yeah.
like, bro,
Yeah,
that's
but
sad.
here's the thing. No, bad players use Charty Berry, good players use Life Orb.
Charty won the fucking
Better players use Lum.
Yeah, no, here's
I
the bad
hate
players
Lum
use
Charizard.
bad players
Lum
use
Charizard is
Charty
so
because they
fucking
don't know
dumb.
how to avoid a Stone Edge.
Yo,
Lum
hear me out.
Charizard is the stupidest thing. I hate it.
Hear me out. No item acrobatics. That's the craziest one.
I'm gonna hit you in the mouth.
No,
With no item,
Michael,
so it's gonna be 110
Michael,
base power.
Michael, White
What's up?
Herb Charizard Acrobatics.
Yeah, fuck Electro from
Oh wait,
Aleki.
that's actually optimal.
It is optimal, but like
Yeah, it's optimal, but it's not. You know, it's suboptimal, but it's fun optimal.
It's
Speaking
silly.
of sub, no, the most fun Charizard set literally ever came from Gen 7 singles NU. I don't know if it was citrus or
Charizard was
shellac.
an NU?
It was some kind of berry, belly drum.
It was shellac. It was shellac.
acrobatics, flame charge.
what the
I've seen it. It was Select. Yeah.
yeah, that shit was crazy.
Someone told me I should run that one berry that does 1/8 of something's health to it whenever they like damage the Pokemon. But I run it on Endure Shedinja. I think it was Ken's that told me to do that.
Wait, that's so funny.
Wait,
Endure
1/8 is a
Shedinja.
lot.
It
Ken's
is. It's
insane.
it's almost as much as a max Vocalith.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, how much is Vocalith? Is 16?
1/6.
I want to
1/6.
do a quick shout out right now to Ken's VGC. You terrify me, and I love that. He's Californian, so he's at the SoCal locals when they do happen, and he's a person I can guarantee I sit down, I do not know what his team does. That was the first time I experienced Imprison into Transform Smeargle.
Oh, that's pretty much
right.
Trevor Rosberg at the Chicago locals if he still lived up here.
My
You
Lunala
sit
sat
down.
there.
Here's the
and
thing.
did
I got
nothing.
the day I premiered Indeedee Thievel, I just absolutely tore up Swiss, and then I tore up everything until I got to finals, Lost to Scarf Vanillux. Did not know I had a losing matchup versus Scarf Vanillux, but Trevor taught me that.
It's education.
Most embarrassing 2-0 of my life in finals.
But you learned something.
Yeah, I learned that Scarf Vanillux exists.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Jesus from SoCal with the Pure Water team. Shout out to that guy too. I lost to
Yeah.
a slow bro in 2019. I did not expect that to happen.
I want to give a shout out to Soulja Boy who wrote the song Pretty Boy Swag. Lyrical masterpiece. So the first lyrics are Soulja, Soulja. All the pretty girls stand up. All the pretty boys stand up. Pretty boys in the building. This right here is my swag. All the girls are on me. Damn. Everybody
for
pay
people,
attention.
because no one else can see this. Michael
This
and
right
Brady
here's my
both
pretty
had their
boy swag.
cams on. When he said pretty boys stand up, they both stood up. That's so based.
Yeah, no, and the next verse begins with the weakest delivery ever. You can look it up. I want you all to look it up.
I don't want to look it up.
The second verse of Pretty Boy Swag is get out the way. And he says it just like that. Get out the way.
He seems like really focused.
Me
on
when I
getting out of
see
the
a
way.
child about to get run over.
What?
like the quiet, like the quietest get out the way. I have a problem. I hate children.
Get out the
does
way,
hate children.
steps on gas. What the fuck, man?
I have never met a person who hates babies more than Murkiri. It's so funny.
I
Yeah,
love babies.
Marker's a little.
How often do you
stinky.
fly?
How often do I what?
How often do you fly?
Fly?
Yeah.
I have flown like twice in my life.
I hate babies more than you.
Oh, like on planes.
Oh yeah, I saw your tweet about don't clap. Did people actually clap when your plane landed?
What? Oh, yeah, no, people clap when the plane lands, and I'm like, I thought this was a joke. I thought this was literally just a joke about people who clap when planes land,
this is-
and
But
then someone
it's
did.
a thing.
This
That's
is
crazy.
Like, this is like saying thank you to the bus driver in Fortnite.
I say thank you to the bus driver when I get off the bus, like the real bus driver.
I say
Yeah,
I, would say
I
thank you
do
to
as
the
well.
I
real
say thank you
driver.
to the pilot. The round of applause for the man doing his job. No, a personal thank you is what he needs.
Yes,
True.
That makes more sense.
but yeah.
Don't clap, you'll wake up the babies.
I beef quelled with Marcus. It's fine. The beef is gone because we're recording.
Now he has beef with.
We're
12
we're recording a Pheromosa video tomorrow.
Yeah, call me Beef Quellington the way I be making this bread around me.
Wow.
But yeah, no, I
Wow,
thought
that was actually, I give it up. That one was clever.
yeah, that was good. Yeah, no,
I'm hyped for Pheromosa though.
I would
The only thing quicker than my wit is me in bed. I cannot satisfy anyone.
Hello, Ben Shapiro.
Now let's say
anyway,
hypothetically.
now let's say hype.
A wet A word P word.
What?
I
Why
still
do you
can't
have-
believe that's real.
Why do you have beef with children, Brady? Let's get back on that instead of talking about
I
what
worked
AP words.
I worked hospitality for like 3 years.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That- is that it?
Hospitality in the inhospitable land of Australia.
Yeah. Dude, okay, it was
Call that
specific.
an oasis.
It was specifically a place that had like a really good kids playground. Like they had like you know how you got like fucking McDonald's playgrounds and shit.
Yeah, wait.
yeah.
It was
It's called Macca's.
It was Macca's.
Mecca.
It was like a it was like an actual like restaurant and shit, but it also like had like a kids like play area at it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I feel you.
So everyone took their kids. Everyone.
Yep.
And then they
Yeah.
played into the whole thing where it's like, oh, come here on Wednesday night, we'll give you $3 kids meal. And it's like, thanks, I want to blur my brains out. Awesome.
Evil,
See-
despicable children.
I've never had whatever the opposite of a luxury is to work at a place like that. I've exclusively worked in places where it's kind of
The
like,
disparity.
what's the word? Kind of not away, like kind of away from customers, like in the back at a restaurant, produce at a grocery store where it's like I'm cutting fruit
Couple
all
of
day. I don't
hitman
have
jobs.
to talk to the people out on the floor.
Hitman jobs.
Yeah,
Agent
hitman jobs where
47.
it's
What?
removing people, but that's different. But
Fun fact, Michael was
wait.
Agent 47 from fucking hit game Hitman.
Agent
I
47.
love-
Your next target is a quirked up white boy with a little bit of swag.
You say quirked up little butt.
I was gonna say quirked up little white boy, then that's like not how the copy paste goes. I fucked up the joke. Never mind.
I love quirked up little white boys. I'm gonna be honest. When they're like my little cousins or some shit like that, like I like taking care of kids. I'm never gonna have a kid, ever. Good God, no.
They're gonna be like, Uncle Michael, can you do the Fortnite dance? And he goes, hell yeah!
Unironically, people have already called me Uncle Michael on accident in Brady.
Dude, I've got an Uncle Michael. My uncle is called, one of my uncles is called Michael, sir.
I've got an Uncle Mike as well too.
I got an Uncle
Here's
Michael.
the thing, I'm not even an uncle. They just
have an Uncle Adam.
they misspoke and say cousin, but they accidentally say uncle. It's like a pebble.
Michael, you're Mexican, right?
Yeah.
Are you older than them?
I'm the oldest cousins.
Okay, are you a cousin?
Yeah.
You're an uncle.
Is that how that works?
Basically. The second
That's
I move
the
out,
rule.
I'm qualified as uncle now.
Yeah, like in my family, if they're older than you and they're your cousin, it's Tio and Tia.
Ah.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
For me, it was Tito and Tita, which is grandpa, or grandpa,
Tito
grandma
and Tita, hey.
What?
Tito Surf Shack open in Hawaii right now.
What?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a podcast guy right now.
Yeah.
A bit.
True, you are on a podcast right now. That's crazy.
That's
Easy
not what I
podcast.
mean.
I know it's
that's not what you mean, but that's what I said last time you said this too.
I am in the sauce at the moment, dude.
You do be in the sauce.
I just drew a comparison to one of the podcasts I listened to just based on the conversation we were having. It's very awesome. That's all I have to say.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So I've been like, because I'm working full time at the moment, so I've got a lot of free time to either one, think, or two, listen to podcasts. So
Oh, yeah.
No, that's one of the luxuries of working somewhere where it's mostly manual labor. Do you work in a mostly manual labor environment?
yeah. It is literally a factory. I just have a fucking earbud in my ear and I listen to what are the three podcasts I'm listening to is How Did We Get Here, which is Kearney and Alfred's
I need to listen
podcast.
to that
one. The Yard, Michael will know that one, which is Ludwig's podcast, and then Trash Taste, which is the
Weeb one.
The Weeb one, but it isn't actually Weeb one. I don't fucking know.
The only podcast that I regularly listen to is called Philosophize This, and
Ooh.
it's just this like old dude who like just makes he just basically gives a lecture on like a different type of philosophy every episode.
Oh, that's neat.
And that's when I found out that I fit into the category of positive nihilist.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
base.
so
That's a
that makes
base
sense.
worldview.
Yeah, like
I
that's
could've
just where I
sworn
like
you-
fell.
I could have sworn you like already described yourself as that off in the past. I don't remember.
Yeah, no, I started listening to the podcast like 4 years ago, and that's when I'm like, oh wait, that's me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's
me.
something I'd never get from a podcast. I think that to me feels, I don't know. You know, I'll save what I was about to say for that. But from podcasts, for me, because I listen to similar ones that Brady does, including our own. I don't know. To me, it feels more so just as like something to stay awake to. Like when I'm driving back from like, you know, super late drives.
Oh, like
at
background
night.
noise.
Not as much background noise, but something to keep the brain awake. Because if I'm just not paying attention to anything, I will like fall asleep.
I put on Wendigoon videos for that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Like, I don't watch them, but I listen to them.
Concept.
Like
Similar
FNAF
concept.
lore, like, you know.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I
Wendigoon.
think video essays. The video
Yeah.
essays are also good for that. But to me, podcast stuff where it's like, and I don't know how to say this because like listening to podcasts and trying to put your own self into them in any way, or like trying to like, it makes sense to engage with content like that, right? Because you just do that for any content. But to me, that's not the driving factor of like why I'm listening to something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
they're just like me. It feels. I want that to not be the case for the stuff that I'm watching.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I
no.
wanna-
For me, it wasn't like a that's just like me thing. It's like each episode the dude talks about a different thing, and then when we get to that one, I'm like, oh, that's the one.
Yeah, just learning things in general. I feel like it falls into that category.
You know what's like the dumbest
learning
thing
stuff about yourself. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Never mind.
you know what's like the thing that I like just got out of it that I thought was so funny is there was one episode on Socrates and like his philosophy, and everyone's like, man, we should be more like the ancient Greeks back when we actually like, you know, were like really like smart, when we were intellectuals. And then someone says like, yeah, like Socrates, and you just got to point out that Socrates, or it might have not been Socrates, it's either Socrates, Aristotle, or Plato, it might be Aristotle, believed that we already know everything and we're just remembering stuff. I'm like, how stupid was this man? Why are we quoting him?
I mean, in the early
learning
days
is just remembering old memories and unlocking them. Like, are you telling me that learning is just gaslighting yourself into thinking that you already knew it?
Yes.
Idiot.
I don't know. Gaslighting sounds like a
Some
really
truth
big
there.
word. Are you sure you know? Are you sure you know what that means?
Shut up. Gaslighting isn't real. You're crazy.
Twitter comments user. Oh, I have something to talk about. Can we talk about Twitter comments? Or just like commenting on things that make no sense to comment on?
Oh yeah, one of my friends has been having that a lot, where like they'll just make a post about something, and like people will tag them in other posts talking about the similar topic. Like they've never interacted with this person before. If you're my friend and you're like sending me a post that you know I'm curious about, then yeah, that's cool. Tagging someone who you've never interacted with in the comments of something that is like slightly related to what they tweeted about like 2 hours ago. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
To me, it's like, why are you in the comments of something that has a very specific topic being talked about, or like not at all related to what it is that you're posting? That to me is the weird thing. To me,
Oh yeah, people would just bring up random shit.
Anytime, and this might just be my bias, right? Because anytime I'll comment on something on Twitter, specifically, this is coming from specifically from Twitter because this is where I see it the most. But like, I can see other platforms having the same issue, where it's like, I'll comment and be like, "Yo, this post is fire. This is hysterical," right? Or like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, it's like a reaction.
the focus of what I'm saying is directly from, like a reaction, exactly, directly from the comment or the post at hand, right? I see some weirdos being like, yo, that's cool. Anyway, let me do you want to talk about like Five Nights at Freddy's? And it'll be under like a fucking Fire Emblem post or some shit like that. And I'm just like, what? Why? What?
Yeah, that's strange.
Or the worst possible option that I've seen is like somebody praising something, or it's like, oh, this is my favorite part about let's say this Pokemon game, right? Generation 6's blank was like peak Pokemon to me. I was a big fan. I wish something like that would come back. All of the comments are like, yeah, well, Sword Shield's tree texture sucked. And it's like, what
Yeah.
what is wrong in your head that is like making you even say shit like this? Why do you care? Why are you posting this?
Sometimes I think like, well, for sometimes when my thought process about various sort of things is like, what's the point? You know?
Same. It's like, what do you want out of your post?
But like like this is just for a lot in general. Like I don't make a lot of like replies or like comments to like YouTube videos or anything, because a lot of the time it's like, well, is there really any point to me doing this apart from like if I'm supporting a small creator, or specifically when I want something like specifically said, you know? It's like,
I get that, but sometimes I get too much in my head about comments and stuff, and sometimes I think, I see a million comments just saying like, awesome thumbs up emoji. I'm like, fuck it, maybe I will share my thoughts.
I think awesome,
it's
awesome
less of
thumbs up
sharing your
emoji.
thoughts, and more so when the thoughts you're sharing are like completely irrelevant to what the original topic was at hand. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what I'm more so getting at.
The other day, this is a little bit unrelated. It was in a thread made by Dobbs, and it's like, with only emojis, tell me your favorite Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And I just reply with Bunny R34. And then I immediately reply to my own tweet. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's Trumbeak specifically.
That's so
and
based.
I immediately it isn't my favorite Pokemon. I specifically chose Trumbeak because I think it's a Pokemon no one remembers and no one likes.
I like Trumbeak. He's funny looking. That's
he's
all.
the second evolution of the Gen 7 bird. Like, that is just the most obscure thing you could go for.
I get what you mean.
And then someone quote retweeted me with, yes, another Trumbeak fan. And I just reply to him with, I don't know how to tell you, man. I didn't know you existed.
I wasn't kidding.
No, that's based of them.
I didn't know you existed, bro.
Oh, That's another kind of gripe I have with Twitter. It's less of a... This one matters to me way less because it's more so my issue of being way too gullible on the internet, but people baiting... People that are like, I'm going to specifically... yeah, that one, but just in general. But like, I'm going to specifically post lies on the internet today for people to believe them. And I always believe them, man.
Me. I am a massive baiter on Twitter.
You masturbator?
I don't get baiting.
Are you potentially a master of said baiting?
I would argue I'm like a black belt, but I'm working my way up to become a master of the bait.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm sorry,
you're still a student
we kept cutting you
of the baiting.
Yes, still a student of the bait.
What were you going to say, Murkiri?
I can't think of the last one that I put up.
Sometimes it's funny, like when it's an obvious joke, but like I didn't even think about it because Michael posted one in my server asking about one that was related to Fire Emblem. It was definitely a bait. It was saying a character with not much development was really good. And so it was bait to people who have played that specific Fire Emblem game, and he didn't know that.
I haven't played the game, and my only.
So he's like, "Is this true? I feel like this could be true." So, like,
my only knowledge from that series even came from like one game too, where I'm like, oh, it's kind of strange that the main character is like the most well-developed character here that I like the most. It's kind of funny because it's not usually how it is. So I see that tweet, and I'm like, oh, okay, it must just be like a Fire Emblem thing. That's kind of cool. And I ask my Fire Emblem friends, and they're just like, nope, you got baited hard, idiot. And I'm like, oh.
no, it's not a oh, you're being dumb situation. It's a you don't know this thing. I feel like for it to be bait, it needs to be like an actual like funny joke. Sometimes it's just not a funny joke.
No, I totally agree with that. Like, this might just be like a comedy thing and just like a preference thing, but like just straight up posting lies or like just misinformation.
Spread misinformation on the internet.
It feels like the type of thing where it's like, haha, I can post no, never mind, I'm not gonna take it that far. Because I was gonna say like it's the type of weirdo energy that's like, oh, I'm gonna post racist things on the internet, but I don't really mean them. It's like that. It feels like that to me. I'm not saying it is that.
It's
but it
satire.
Like
he said,
thing.
not understanding what satire meant.
Yeah,
you know what
that.
It makes me think of? It makes me think of those kids like on the playground in like elementary or middle school that would say like, oh, did you know da 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 da, and it's like an interesting fact. You're like, whoa, really? And they're like, haha, I was just kidding. That's a complete lie. I got you. I so got you. Like. No,
it's like the drop bears joke that Australians like to say.
It's literally drop bears.
Yeah.
Joke.
I believe in drop bears, man.
But like drop bears are funny as fuck.
Drop bears are real. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Yeah. It is extremely harmless, by the way.
When the joke of haha, you believed me is like harmless and funny enough because it also plays into like other
it's
joke
just absurd
territory,
and you're like,
that
that's not
sense.
real.
Absurd. Yeah, that's funny. I like that. When it's like, oh, you believed me and then changed your opinion about something, or you believed me about something that's like, what's the word, like,
well, I feel like the thing about drop bears specifically in that being funny is that every Australian is in on the jerk.
Yeah.
Like everybody.
That's okay. Yeah.
Everybody is just in
thing.
on the jerk, and it's really fucking funny.
You have to make sure the person knows that like that somebody's in on the joke, right?
Yeah.
If it's just you creating the joke, then and there's no one else to be in on it but you, then it just comes across as like you're just lying for lying, and I don't get it.
Yeah. I get that. That makes sense.
I low-key feel like I could make a funny VGC lore video where I talk about what's a really dumb Pokemon. I just make like a really dumb VGC lore video where it's like, did you know that Appleton's picking up in usage because it beats both the restricteds that set up weather, and then just convince people that it's true.
Hey,
just gaslight Appleton into becoming meta. And it's just like, yeah, I got you, and then all of a sudden it picks up. I'm like, oh.
I think you should gaslight people to think Appleton is meta because Appleton is awesome and funny.
Gaslight. So I think what we're getting at here, what I was trying to say originally, is gaslighting people can be really fucking funny if they're in on it, or if they like know it's happening.
If it's like, what's a joke, what's not a joke,
Yeah, and there's always gray territory with that one. But what I was more so getting at is like, I think was it Brady the other day that was like just saying like, no, Michael, you're wrong about this. And I was like, or not this specifically what we're talking about, but just like some other tangential shit where it's like, Michael, you are wrong about what you're saying currently. And I was like, oh, so what you're saying is I'm right. What? And I did it like 20 times.
No, that's not what I said. I thought that's what it was. It was literally was it?
I think I said some shit like French toast, pancakes, and waffles.
Oh, you guys, when you're arguing about fucking pancakes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
So
it's like,
he was
it's
like,
like,
no, you're just wrong about this. And I was like, oh, so what you're saying is I'm correct. Thank you.
No.
You're on my side.
Yeah. No, that's what I was doing to you. I said something like completely out of pocket afterwards and been like, but no, we're the same. We're on the same side.
Yeah, no. Gaslighting. Gaslighting each other is the funniest shit
Dude,
ever.
I did that to some guy on Twitter because he was being a shithead. It was the funniest thing. So I'm not gonna say the name of this person because I'm not sure. Like, it's a funny thing, but I don't know if they want like this story to be out there. Basically, one of my friends, Michael and Brady, you know him, Marcos, I'm not sure, but one of my friends on Twitter has, their profile picture is their face. Someone specifically scrolled through their tweets to find the post from when they posted their profile picture like 2 fucking years ago, and commented under it a chart that is just racist. That was a like triangle pyramid of like blue eyes at the top and brown eyes at the bottom, and it like slowly transitioned into blue, and like at the bottom it's like waste workers, scum of the earth, and blue eyes is like leaders of the future. It's fucking white supremacist bullshit. And this my friend is white, by the way. He just has brown eyes. What? So he started fucking with the guy because he's like, stop, you're racist, you need to understand this. And like, I saw him say some shit about global warming, and I'm like, I could fuck with this guy. So I started commenting like super straight face, like, I think you should get an education in like climate science. It's actually a really interesting field, and I feel like everyone should have a basis of it, blah, blah, blah. And he like kept saying, Africa pollutes everything. And it was just the most ridiculous conversation that ended up saying like, you saw a picture of a turtle with a straw in its nose, and now you're trying to not use plastic, even though that doesn't even change anything. And I replied with, yes, I completely agree. A person's personal, recycling habits cannot change the world. What we really need is these billion-dollar corporations that are spilling oil into the ocean to stop doing that. I'm so glad we're on the same page. And then I blocked him.
Yeah, no, it literally...
You
gotta be careful with this. We don't want to grandstand too much, guys.
Yeah, that is the funniest shit. That's another topic, though. That does lead into another topic.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to brag about fucking with a guy.
Someone that I messed with in my comment section, his name, I'm just gonna straight up say the name because he's not gonna listen to this. He's crazy. His username is like Red Pill Warrior or something like that.
What?
And it's like Defender of Humanity something. And I thought it was a joke at first. So I click on his channel. I'm like, I wonder if this guy like watches, because when I see someone that's like a character, I want to see who they're subscribed to because it's mostly public for a lot of people.
Yeah.
It turns out he himself is a YouTuber, and most of his videos are like reptilian Joe Biden caught on camera.
What the fuck?
Like it's the craziest conspiracies, but he gets like no views, and he just uploads like at least like once a week from what I could tell. And I'm like, this isn't a joke. A joke requires an audience. This is just a dude. And on one of my videos, he just straight up comments, "I know what you are. Does your girlfriend?" And I didn't know if that was like a "oh, I think you're gay" sort of comment, because I mentioned my girlfriend.
Accusing you of being a lizard.
Or if he thought I was a lizard. So I reply with, yeah, she's well aware, and even though I'm cold-blooded, I think that we can like make something of our relationship. Unfortunately, being sent here on the internet to infiltrate humanity and like mess with them from like the shadows isn't going so well with people noticing. And he buys into it. He like immediately replies like, "So you're a lizard. So you're aware of what lizards do." I'm like, "Yeah, I try to infiltrate the government." And I just like, I had like maybe 2 more back and forth with them that I don't really remember. It wasn't that funny, but I was like, wow, this guy's just really replying.
There's some strange people on the internet, but we've talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
But there's no way that's bait. Fucking lizard people.
So this is the thing, right? This is kind of the point that I was trying to bring up, is you don't know who's serious about what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Ever. You never do.
I
hard
only
to tell.
assume that guy's serious because he had no audience for it.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? When there's no one to get the joke, or when the joke isn't targeted at anyone specifically, it almost, to me, says this is not a joke. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, this is why I'm one big gullible motherfucker, because I never know who people's audiences are, right? So, like, you can tell me the fucking, I don't know, maybe there are lizard people, I might believe you. But, like,
Yeah, dude, they're under the crust.
Dude,
Yeah.
okay, all this reminds me of is all the stuff with like Leffen and Hacks, like the melee players. And this is one guy who I'm not gonna shout him out, but he made a series of video called the Anti-Haxes, like anti-vax, but it's like hacks.
oh my god.
Oh.
And I'm just thinking, like, and they're all, like, really fucking weird and, like, conspiracy theory shit about literally beef that's in the Smash, like, in the Melee community. And one of the thumbnails is literally slime, like, as in Ludwig slime. And it's his face, he's sitting there, and it has the subtitle, Leafy is here. What?
What? Just Ludwig Leafy.
And, like,
I forgot that guy existed. Oh my god.
Okay, I'm posting it in general. It's literally a 30-year-old bald man with a beard, and it says Leafy is here next to it.
Here.
I will say, people figured out lying in thumbnails just works. I'm a big advocator of lying in thumbnails. I don't give a fuck about clickbait or you clicked on the video, that is your fault. If you enjoyed it, that makes it not clickbait. If you didn't enjoy it, that makes it clickbait. And that's what the, like, consensus has been
way,
forever,
you're
and I
succeeding.
hate that.
That's the point
People
of
want you
advertisement.
to click on the video. Yeah, that's literally the point. All advertisement is lying. Go to any McDonald's. Are you gonna walk up, order a Whopper, and be like, "Yo, this is clickbait"? I meant a Big Mac. God fucking damn it.
Dude, you bring in the fucking, like, drive-through sign into the store. Like, this is not what I ordered.
That shit that says serving over 7 bajillion million sold.
Like burgers, yeah.
Yeah, you think they update that shit daily with accurate numbers? Who
I think they
cares?
do.
Like,
I think they do, and I think they should. I think that's important to their integrity as a
I'm
company.
being gaslit. I'm literally being gaslit right now.
I'm sorry.
By my best friend, I'm being gaslit. What
No.
the fuck?
So,
I'm
That's
so
funny
sorry.
though. I'm laughing.
so speaking of weirdos on social media,
Oh boy.
What's that?
anime profile pictures.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was also on the docket. Yeah.
Here's my
What's up with-
stance on anime profile pictures. I have one sentence. If you have an anime profile picture, you're
Anime.
probably huh?
Anime.
Did I stutter? I'm sorry. If you have
No,
an
it's
anime
not.
profile picture, I don't know what accent I'm trying to do.
Let her spit. What's up?
If you have an anime profile picture on probably, I'd say Twitter is the place where this is the most true. You're either very gay or very racist. I have
my
not found an in between yet.
What
It's
about
always the case.
What about Franz Kafka's The Metamorphosis saying "Damn shoddy, okay"?
That just means
Okay.
you're an appreciator of roaches.
Okay, well, this is also sorry
Maybe I am
what
an
I wanted
appreciator of
to.
roaches. I mean, if they're just sitting there on the desk, maybe I'll use it. You know.
This is
Where
sort
do
of
you
like
want to go with this?
also where I wanted to go with the anime profile pictures. What dignifies anime profile picture? Like,
So to
feel
me,
like
It's like an
Survive.
NFT
Like
profile
a-
picture.
no, I don't know. So for me, this might be a Michael moment, but I think
it's gotta be from an
a-
anime.
Well, no. I can't say yes or no to that without being wrong. Fuck you. Well, to me, it's almost like a thing where the action kind of defines you on top of having the anime profile picture.
Yeah.
It's a lock and key moment, right? Where it's like,
It's like the
okay,
Toon Link
you
profile
have the
pictures.
profile picture, and then the action just like sealed the deal. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I've met plenty of nice people with. I am friends with people with anime profile pictures.
Yeah. The two with the cameras on
Yeah.
right now are pointing at each other.
but it just makes me think of there's a Coney video and his editor keeps on putting Persona background music in his videos because it's generally nice background music, and he said my editor keeps putting anime music in. I'm gonna have to tell him to stop putting Persona. Like, He's called Persona, the video game, in anime. And I feel like, I don't know if I've met a kind person with a Joker profile picture, but I also can't remember. So
I feel like there are certain like exceptions. Like, okay, so some games are definitely anime inspired. Like the Persona series, most of SMT. I can't think of anything else. Danganronpa, like that. Those anime.
Yeah.
Is Pokemon anime? There is a Pokemon anime, but is Pokemon anime?
There.
Yeah, the art style. It's an art style.
Yeah, it's the art style, but I don't think, like, I think Pokemon fans are weird for their own reasons. I think it's a different section
30-year-olds playing a math game with monsters.
So this is definitely getting into the territory of just like what kind of communities you're a part of and how you engage with them and how they reflect upon you. Because there's nothing wrong with being up, like, with engaging in a media or like a franchise that you enjoy, despite the franchise being incredibly cringe. Look at Pokemon. Look at Smash, for fuck's sake. Look at like
Persona.
Oh yeah, well that's
a lot of anime are like this too, right?
Yeah.
Well,
there's nothing wrong with like enjoying those things if you can recognize like, you know, the shortcomings of the community, right?
Yeah.
Well,
how many times do you hear? You go. What's up?
I was like, that was another thing I was gonna bring up. Is having like a fucking like a Kyogre as your profile picture. Is that an anime profile picture?
Does that count?
Does that count? Just having Mario from Super Smash Brothers. is that an anime profile picture? You know? I mean, I don't think
it's almost like having your face right now as a profile picture on social media is like a way to not join a community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where the people that do have stuff that's just like, you know, okay, if you do have a Kyogre profile picture, right, Murkiri, for your example, you'll probably have an easier time getting into the Pokemon community or talking to Pokemon players, where it's like, this person behind the profile picture I at least already know plays Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
That's what I choose to believe, like, and this might be naive, this is what I choose to believe is true for most anime profile pictures, where it's like, hey, they just want to show that they like this anime, right? Or that they like this show or this community or something like that.
Oh yeah, I agree. At a base level, it is that.
But when it's lock and key, when it's like, okay, anime profile picture, and they are not acknowledging the shortcomings of, like, you know, weirdo shit in the anime community, or like, you know, that, and then like posting about it, or like worst case, you know, arguing against it on Twitter, that's the lock and key, right? That's the like, all right, you're not helping anybody else with an anime profile picture right now. So
see, like, okay, so I have an anime profile picture on Twitter. I wouldn't say that my YouTube.
Yeah, so you're cringe. I got you.
What?
But like, I'm in a position where I don't want an anime profile picture, but I don't know what to replace it with.
Oh no, I like the Arezu profile picture. I don't think that's necessarily like shoves you into the group of weirdos on the internet. I think you're good on that end.
Okay, here's the most based thing: is you get art made of it, you get commissioned, because that to me removes the like I'm just screenshotting a PNG and like that's my personality now, or you know what I mean, or just like that's what I'm trying to represent. Because having anything made for you as a profile picture already automatically says that you are a consumer of the arts, and that is just base to me. So I don't know.
So like at the moment, I'm feeling like I don't want to have an anime profile picture, but I don't want it to be a Pokemon, because that's like VGC player on twitter.com. I'm gonna have a Whimsicott profile picture because there's like 20 of those. I'm gonna have a Kyogre profile picture because there's also 20 of those. But like,
more often I see VGC players pictures of themselves for their profile picture. Actually,
I feel like I don't want to put my face because like it's weird, because like I don't feel like my face is good enough for a profile picture. Is like what I'm thinking. It's like
that's some imposter syndrome type shit, or just depression talking.
But I also want it to be funny. So I'm thinking like, I don't want to like I either want to be funny, or I just want it to be like me, or like some art that I like, right? So my option select is anime profile picture, my ugly face, or a picture of Robert from Everybody Loves Raymond.
have it be a book you read a while ago.
A book?
Because just have it be something from a book you read. Because like the only people who will interact with you because of your profile picture, at that point will be people in the community that you are in, not people who see your profile picture and want to talk to you about it, or people who read books.
Yeah. Smarter people on the smarter end of things. But the thing is, I don't read books. Oops. Oops, that's an issue.
My roommate revealed to me the other day that the only book he's ever finished is Holes, and he hasn't read a book since then. It was like 5th grade.
I can't even.
I've never read Holes.
Also dude, that reminds me of like at my high school like library, they had like a movie room for like classes, so they could watch shit in like a room with a TV, and it was big. And they had like movie posters on the walls, and one of them was for the movie of Holes. They had like a bunch of just like random fucking movie posters. It's really
I don't even know
funny.
what that movie's about. I've never seen it or read
Holes.
it. Is it about holes?
I don't know. I would imagine it's about holes. Yeah.
You didn't even see the Holes? Okay.
I haven't seen
Holes
it.
aside, I think what we were getting at is kind of like the intangibles, or like the first impression type stuff that you can't really.
Oh yeah.
That's within your control, but you don't think about when you're talking to people or first meeting people. Think like what you wear, or like what they see you as currently as a profile picture is, what it is online. I don't really care or think about that at all. To me, it's usually all like action, or like, what the person's saying, or, personality.
As
all of that
someone who
matters to me way
prefers-
more, and I think it does for most people, right? So like in terms of anime profile pictures, I don't like, most people don't care, right? But
as someone who prefers the real world rather than Twitter, I'll walk around in like a Charmander t-shirt, and the only people that I want to interact with are the people who recognize the Charmander, comment on it, and have the social skills to hold a conversation with me about it without having it be, you like Pokemon too?
Yeah. And there, yeah.
See,
You're a walking, living Pokemon profile picture.
Yeah.
See, what I want my profile picture to be actually.
That was just the dystopian. That was Michael. That was a dystopian description of
Yes.
what the hell. I'm wearing a T-shirt.
Yes.
You're a walking Pokemon profile picture. What are you? Get off the internet, Michael.
That's some.
I'm not wrong though. I'm literally not wrong.
Michael
That's an
had an
exaggeration?
Michael had an art show. Be like, it's like an NFT but real.
It's like an NFT
That's
you can
funny.
hold. Oh.
Okay, you say that, but I've been at art shows that sell NFTs. It's not fair.
It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up.
What I actually want my profile picture to be is like random micro internet celebrity. I can never say that correctly. Holding
Internet
that Kyogre
niche
plush
internet
right
Yes.
over there.
Yes.
Like I was saying this before the podcast. Like I said, I'm a podcast guy. I want a picture of Nick from the yard looking at the camera deadpan, holding that Kyogre plush as my profile picture.
Perfect.
Or I just need like an edit of a character that's like really funny, holding that Kyogre plush.
You should
I
make
just-
Naruto holding a Kyogre.
That'd be kind of awesome. actually.
Currently, my profile picture is just my face, right? And
Yeah.
conversely to what I think someone said earlier is, I don't want my profile picture to be my face. Currently, like nothing. I like what my face looks like. I like my profile picture. There's a reason it's been that for like a couple years now, but I want it to change into something that more like kind of reflects what my account is about, and I want that to be my art, right? Because I want to be posting art on my account. So it would make sense for the two to be, similar, or
I think you should make it Michael Pog.
close to. I didn't draw that, but
never mind.
I do that on Instagram. But I mean, that's kind of a good example, right? There's a reason my face is my Twitch account profile picture, because that's all you're gonna see on my Twitch, right? Is me.
Yeah.
So, but in terms of like something like Twitter or platforms where I'm sharing content, I'd want it to be the content that I'm sharing, right?
Yeah.
So I've been trying to draw myself as a profile picture for like 2 straight years now, and it's just never came out the way I
have
wanted
that
to.
issue too. I need a new Twitch profile picture because I don't really interact with the person who made my current one anymore. And I've been meaning to make one for a very long time, and I just I don't know I don't know what I look like. I don't know how to draw myself.
That's fair. was gonna say, I also don't know what you look like, so I can't really help you on that one. But like,
None of you do.
Shadow the Hedgehog. There you go.
True.
Yeah. Dude,
I'm just
speaking of knowing what we look like, I'm really going through the topics channel right now. The Gamer House.
He's been
What is the
scrolling.
Gamer House? What do you mean by this?
The Gamer House?
What do you
Well,
mean by
okay,
the
we're
Gamer House?
talking about this earlier in Ash's Discord. We're talking about potentially having like a bunch of like the main like mainline friend group in that Discord.
Mainline.
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 Is there like, do we have like a spin-off? Or?
There's a lot of
Spin-offs.
spin-off. There's a lot of spin-off characters in that Discord.
Spin-off friends. That's fucked up.
Okay, I think
Not wrong, though.
I think it was more just me and Atrix and like potentially person we mentioned before who also was in the call when we were talking about this. Just like I go to America for like 6 months or a year. Like I save up a fuck ton of money, and then like 3 years I spend like 6 months over in the US, and we just like hang out in a house.
Hell yeah.
I have never been a fan of content creator houses, and
Okay.
I've openly made jokes about it on Twitter, where I'll be like, "Who wants to get in this VGC streamer house?" And it's just a rundown shack in Georgia.
Okay, but the thing is, it isn't a content creator house because, well, I mean, Atrix said he might be streaming again soon. I make
He's on
content.
a podcast.
but-
He's a content creator.
But the, wait, we all do podcasts. What?
Yeah, we're
We
all
said this at the
content
beginning
creators.
of the episode.
Well, no. Like the other guy we're talking about. I'll just name drop him, Paul.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
meant
yeah.
everybody that's planned to do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this conversation spurred from me currently. I've revamped my entire like setup, my current basement, the place where I like, reside for streaming this year. So for the next year, I'm planning on, kind of doing a lot with that and getting back into content, quote. With that though comes the fact that I have to move out in a year. So, and I really want to move out in a year. So
But
we
like,
just kind of came up and be like, haha, wouldn't it be kind of crazy?
the
No,
art
move
major
out.
wants to move out.
I want to
Yeah,
do this.
man.
I want to do that, but like for a regional or something. Like I want to go to a
Yeah.
regional or to Worlds with you all
Like an
and
Airbnb.
get an Airbnb. Yeah. I feel like that
Yeah, no-
sounds like so much fun.
yeah, no, that's another thing that we've also talked about, like just like the gamer Airbnb for like a
Yes.
regional, or there's like some like event that's happening, and then like I go for like a week or two, and we just like hang out, or like just a week. I don't know.
Yeah, I just want to
It-
meet y'all.
Yeah,
Dude, just imagine we do a content creator house and I just have to break it to my girlfriend like, hey, I know you've been trying to move to Massachusetts for like 3 years now, but gamer
gamers
house.
come first.
Gamer
That's
house.
crazy.
Sorry.
No, see, here's the
no,
thing.
no,
I've
no.
never
You
been-
bring her with you.
I've never
I
been a
don't think I
fan
want to
of-
bring my girlfriend to a gamer house.
I've never
fair.
I've never been a fan of content creator houses myself either. I feel like it's kind of like strange to mix the like, because like that's the thing, right? Like what happens when somebody gets a girlfriend? What happens when somebody it wants to do
Yeah.
shit in the house? What happens when somebody wants to throw
Sorry,
a party
I
with a
live
completely
at the
different
Phase
group?
house.
What happens when somebody wants to throw a party with a completely different group of people that the other people don't really know in the house? right?
Yeah.
That to me has always been strange to me, but the thing is with what we've been talking about is like we are the same people, or they're the same group of people. Right? So like, well, but at least me and Brady is
Yeah.
what I'm referencing. So it's like, fuck, it works for me, right?
Yeah, it's like we would just be doing what we already do, except IRL,
Yeah. I feel
Um,
like it's more like I just want to meet you all in person at some point and like hang out for regional or for
yeah.
Worlds or something.
Absolutely.
Because that just sounds fun.
Yeah.
You guys would find out the weird shit that I do in my house.
Good.
None of it's like
and see, that's the
egregiously
thing.
weird. None of it's like egregiously weird, but you would be surprised the amount of chicken breast I go through in a week.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh, yeah,
like I
that's me
survive-
too, bro.
like listen, if you gave me like a coop of chickens and like a gallon of V8 a week, I'd do fine. All I eat is chicken, eggs, and V8. But I eat way too much of it, so I get real fat.
That's all you need, TBH, TBH.
Well, see, that's the thing. Y'all already know I'm a big ass slob.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you, brother.
Me too.
I-
Yay, Slop House.
So that's the thing. That's the crazy shit. Every time I've been over to one of my like old homies' places that moved out, or like they're away at college currently in a dorm, or like an apartment shared with a whole bunch of other people, where it is kind of a space like what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
They're the slobs. When I come in, I'm like, oh, I need to work my magic now. I clean their shit. I spend an entire day just cleaning everything, and they're like, yo, bro, when you coming back, we need some more of that. Like, well, I mean,
Hey, get paid for that shit.
Yeah, right. But here's the thing. I don't know why, but for some reason, when it's my own space, it's like, well, I just have no time to clean this. I'll clean other people's shit, but I don't have the time to clean
yeah,
it.
no, that makes sense. I feel like when you're doing it for someone else, it's like you're trying to impress them, but if you're doing it for you, you're trying to impress you, and you're gonna be like super, like everything must be spotless for you.
Yeah, I literally think if I moved out with somebody, I'd be like more clean because of it, because it'd be like, well, fuck, they need the shit to be clean.
It may also be because you're like thinking like, oh, I'm gonna move out soon. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Well, no, I've been like this for 20 years. So.
No, it's like if it's just me, if it like my space is only for me, it's like. Yeah,
I can cope with this.
Yeah,
I did this.
I can cope with clothes on the floor, but if I've got to live with a person like in my room, it's like, oh shit, I gotta keep this clean.
Or not even in the room, right? Where it's like, okay, I don't want them to walk by and see that I'm a giant mess, so might as well.
It's the fear of judgment.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, hear me out. Gamer house, but it's a 1-room apartment with bunk beds.
Ayo.
Oh my God.
That sounds awful.
That sounds awful.
There's no internet. There's no internet, but we do have limited edition Pokemon Monopoly.
Brady. Me and you. Who's top bunk? Who's bottom bunk?
Ooh.
You can't just ask if someone's top or bottom.
I think I.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That is essentially what
I already know the
asking.
answer to that question, so.
Oh, you'd be bottom, right?
This
is getting into very weird. This is getting into very weird territory.
I'm still talking about the bunks.
Okay.
I prefer the bottom bunk because if
we're talking about
die.
bunk bed, I would probably have to go bottom because I'm way heavier. But
Moxie Boosted fun fact: I sleep on the floor a lot.
Sometimes the floor be comfy.
I sleep on the couch.
I have a very nice bed. I have a very nice bed. I sleep underneath it.
Why?
It's comfier.
That's fair.
I used to do that when I was a kid.
When I was a kid, I did have the top bunk though, so.
Girlfriend literally can't stand it. Like she'll be like, "Come cuddle," and I'm like, "Okay."
I thought you were about to say that she makes you go under the bed. She's like, "I want the bed.
Like,
get the fuck under there."
No, like there have been night like when I was like dating around. There was a night where I had a girl over, and it was so embarrassing. I could not fall asleep, and I had a test in the morning. So at like 2 a.m., I sneak out of the bed, lay on the ground, and fall asleep. And then I hope she never woke up because like I got up at like 6 a.m., got back in bed, pretended to sleep.
That's crazy.
That's insane. You gaslighted her that you're
Wait,
sleeping.
that's actually psychopathic. What the fuck?
Why do you think you like the floor so much?
I can't fall. The beds are too like they how do I say it? Beds are like way too like I sink into them. And it gets too hot.
You need like a fur mattress.
The floor was always nice and cool and firm.
I know. I understand.
It is not psychopathic. I just can't fall asleep.
You just
in a
need
bed.
like hot weather. Yeah, that makes sense. That's fine.
I understand the concept of this because when I am doing ridiculous hours and like working till fucking 5 a.m. and then I have to come back home and sleep for like 2 hours to go to class at 9, it's like I can't sleep in my bed for those 2 hours. Otherwise, I will sleep through my alarm and sleep for fucking like 17 hours. What I instead choose to do is sleep on the couch where it's much less comfortable, and I'll hear my alarm the second it goes off.
That's actually kind of smart.
You see, what didn't help with the situation I was in is that the bed's already sometimes a little too hot for me, and now there's a girl in it.
Yeah.
There's a whole other person.
So I'm like, okay, just sit still until she falls asleep.
Honestly, though,
you're gonna get up and do that chemistry exam.
This might be a me thing because I'm kind of a hot box. I can I've literally like seen my skin steam outside when it was too cold before.
What the fuck?
I have a buddy named Cootie Loco. Wait, you guys remember Cootie Loco?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cootie.
He's IRL buddy of mine. He steams when we leave the club. If it's too cold out, he steams. It's awesome.
That's so funny.
No, I do that. Brady's looking at me like, what the fuck? Listen, I'm just naturally hot. Like, not attractive. I mean, like,
yeah, we know that.
Temperaturally hot. Okay, man. He's dying. Okay, but what I'm saying, though, is, like, this might be a me thing, but when I was sleeping in a bed with somebody, it might be because she was, like, fucking ice cold all the time, but I felt like I was colder because the blanket wasn't, like, suctioned around me like I usually am in bed. Like, if there's any, like, airflow or gap in between, it feels like, oh, shiver, cold. You're not, like, cold, but, like,
You're not
less
tucked
hot
in.
than I normally am. Yeah.
You gotta be tucked in.
I gotta be, I'm a little sleepy bear. I gotta be tucked in the bed.
Dude called himself a sleepy bear.
No, sometimes I knew that. Dude,
I
weighted
sleep
blankets.
like a 3-year-old, bro.
Weighted
Fetal position
blankets.
and all.
Any weighted blanket users in the comments section? Holy shit.
I got a weighted blanket because it keeps sometimes the floor is like a little too cold.
Keeps the monsters away.
Yeah. No, weighted blankets are so nice. They're just so comfy.
I got this brand new chair from Ewan Racing as part of like a partnership thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Slept in that last night.
Damn. That I could never do. I can't sleep like standing up in a chair or like.
Wait. I'm gonna turn on my webcam for this. I'm sorry.
You slept in a
viewers
gamer
at home,
chair?
you can't see this. Viewers at home can't see it, and I'm also taking off my headphones. Here's how I slept in it. You ready?
We will describe it for the audience. He's leaning back. He cocked
Oh,
the
okay,
chair
it
back
reclines.
so it
It
just
reclines
is
all
like
the way
flat.
back. I can't. Mine can't do that.
Murkiri has also done that. Michael is unable to make his chair go all the way back. I am also unable to make my chair go all the way back.
Now I'm gonna hit myself in the back of the head with the chair. Check it out. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he's dead.
Concussion.
Uh-oh.
That's the other thing. I don't sleep with my face like pointing to the ceiling. I exclusively my entire life have only slept in fetal position, facing left or right.
Same.
I like to sleep.
Yeah,
I like to
like-
sleep
yeah,
facing
same.
up because I like to sleep facing up because waking up with sleep paralysis is exciting.
What?
Because I'm just like I can't move, and then I go 1, 2, 3, and I kick as hard as I can, and I can move. I'm like, all right, I beat the sleep paralysis.
That's crazy.
You're a fucking demon. Michael, write that down for when you see the Hat Man again. Write that down.
me
I will say-
me training to fight the Hat Man.
Since then, I've never seen the Hat Man, and I've been sleeping way worse than before. So
Oh,
I think it
no.
might have just been a one-off thing.
He
So
was
that's-
giving you better sleep.
Oh, he was.
People
there to
don't see
help
the
me.
Hat Man unless they've heard about the
The
Hat
Hat
Man.
Man was a nice guy. I see.
The plot twist.
Turns
Yeah,
out
that's
the
a
Hat
good
Man
point.
was the
If they've
friends
not
we made
seen
along the
episode-
way.
If they've not seen the episode, they have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. The Hat Man.
No,
It's,
the Hat Man's a
a
common
sleep
sleep
paralysis
paralysis
demon.
myth.
Is it really?
It's a common sleep paralysis myth.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't think it'd be common. That's neat.
No, okay, but the Hat Man had a little fucking friend too. That was the freaky one. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Go watch
yeah.
that
Gangnam
episode
Style
if you
in
want
the
to go see
corner.
it. Dude, he was hitting that shit.
Wait, was he actually dancing?
No, I don't know.
He was the Hat Man and his lesser known friend, the quirked up little hat boy, hitting that Gangnam Style.
Hell yeah.
You know who else hits that Gangnam Style?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He doesn't do that. Okay.
He literally.
I know him.
True
He's
heavy.
my friend, and he doesn't do that. He told me himself he doesn't do that.
What the fuck is happening?
Dude,
Taka.
yeah. Dude, that reminds
What's
me of fucking like an old bit I had with some of my Smash friends back when dabbing was a thing. We would hit them with the wave dab. It's like a wave dash, but you dab into it.
Oh, I have to tell you guys something important.
What's up?
I own a pair of Heelys.
Based?
Okay.
And at the time that I bought the adult-sized Heelys, I got really into Melee, and I realized that with Heelys, you can wave dash in real life.
That's crazy.
Wait. Wait, you can.
You can
I've
wave
actually
dash in
been
real life with
considering-
You like
Heelys.
backstep and then like you just go on the rollers.
You can literally wave dash forward and backwards if you're good enough.
I've been considering getting Heelys just to like, cause I'm transferring colleges next semester, and I'm going to a very large campus, so I'm considering getting like Heelys or at least like a scooter or something.
Get a penny board. Penny boards are the play.
I've never ridden a skateboard before though.
You'll get used to it. Find a parking lot, ride a skateboard. You'll get good at it.
I
Dude,
can't even
penny
drive, brother.
Pennyboards was like a weird fucking like phase that happened in like primary school where every kid was getting a pennyboard and they costed like fucking $200 and
Mine was 20 on Amazon.
they were all fucking they're all trying to do
I
tricks
do
and shit
remember
with it
that.
and they would fucking die.
You can't do tricks on penny boards.
Yeah, I know, because they're dumb children trying to do tricks on
Yeah.
pennyboards and they would just die.
Yeah.
They Brady's friends like, hey mate, look at me, I'm Tony Hawk, and then they fall.
Nah,
I never
Heelys
got
were definitely
one.
huge for me. Heelys were huge when I was a kid. My family even bought me a pair of Heelys, but I sucked so bad at them, and I like cried I couldn't do them.
Oh.
The most terrifying thing you can do is run at your friend in a parking lot in the middle of the night, like, ah! And then all at once, when they're already concerned that you might be a demon because you're just a shadow figure, you stop
slide.
running and start sliding with your arms all the way up, and then they go, ah!
No, I would definitely if they made like adult-sized Heelys, I'd be so down for that.
They do.
Yes.
Okay, do they make size 14 Heelys?
Yes, you custom order them on Heelys.com.
Oh,
You just got fucking
good to know.
rolled and smirked, brother.
I want to get rolled on.
I'll wear Heelys to the next Pokemon tournament. I'll be at
Dude, I'm
Hell
right
yeah.
there with you. That'd be so
Yeah,
fucking.
Milwaukee.
Dude, you gotta
Healy to
you
your
lose
next
your
match.
match, you just roll away.
They see me rolling.
That was big. That was big. They see me rolling.
I do remember that
Heelys.
shit.
That is peak like 9-year-old humor.
Oh yeah, pretty much. I mean, that was peak 9-year-old humor back when we were 9. 9-year-old human now is
Peak
Hee
9-year-old
hee,
humor.
hee
They see me trolling.
funny TikTok, funny Fortnite. Look
Funny
at you
Fortnite,
dance.
Among Us.
Among Us.
You
Among
like
Us.
no, that's all hilarious.
Brady hitting the Fortnite dance while saying Among Us is the funniest shit.
You fucking grooving.
I love you, sus
It's
waffle.
funny that you say that because that is literally my little cousins. Like you're actually spot on, dead right.
At
And
least
honestly, good for them.
it could be worse. It could be 16-year-old humor of cropped hentai.
Oh.
Oh,
That is real. Yeah.
it could be worse. It could be 17-year-old humor of wearing the hentai jacket.
I
There
know.
you go.
I
So-
know because that was me. That
I
was
have
literally
two
me.
funny things about that. One, I was 16 years old when I was getting into JoJo, so I have some choice images of Joseph Joestar on my phone. Secondly, I knew someone who had a Higao hoodie, and someone stole it from them. Like, from their house. Their house got
Good.
broken
Someone-
into, and they stole the hentai hoodie.
Hot take: people
Why?
who wear hentai hoodies should feel unsafe.
So
Yeah.
this is
Yeah, no.
definitely way
They
more.
do not deserve security in life.
Yeah,
This
no,
is
I
way
agree.
more tame, but I have a story that like kind of resonates with that.
Oh boy.
So I didn't ever have an Ahegao hoodie. Good God, no, I'm not that cringe. But like, I did used to own old IDM merch, and if you know what that is from Pokemon,
DM?
it's singles.
It's a room.
Huh?
It is a room, but there's more than that. Basically, think like just old cringe, like it's like the COD lobbies of Pokemon, basically.
Ah, okay.
Right? And so the merch for that was just IDM on a shirt, right? But the logo kind of thing was think what like the MLB shit looks like. So
Oh,
red
okay.
and blue on both sides. But the figure, the white figure, instead of it being like a baseball player or some shit like that, it is a Jesus Christ. is the like silhouette of a woman bent over.
Oh,
I forgot how cringe it was until I had to say it out loud.
amazing.
And I literally only wore it one time ever, and it was to like a camping event with a whole bunch of friends. So it was like, haha, you wouldn't wear that, and I was like, haha, I did. All right, that was like the end of that.
Oh no,
Just
that's
someone
like,
stole it.
that's like the whole thing of it. It's like, oh, you wouldn't have
You
your
would wear
profile
something that cringe, yeah.
You wouldn't have your profile picture on Twitter.com be cropped hentai, would you?
Did
And
you?
then
And then you do.
Oh.
That's like
which
the
is
entire humor.
which is like
it's literally just
very,
shock humor.
It's a very like mild joke. It's like if you were to say like on the spiciness scale of how spicy jokes get and like how funny they are and how that correlates, it's like, dude, this joke really fucking spicy, bro. And then it's like barbecue sauce.
Yeah, no,
bro, it's not spicy.
it could always be worse. Look at the merch I just dropped in the general
be
channel.
Not the King Nappy Nerd. No. I hate that I knew what that was immediately.
Oh, it's Nappy Mer. I didn't even know.
That's the King Nappy merch. Someone out there has a "Don't Be a Liability" T-shirt.
Oh no.
I've got the mock. Dude, okay. Mockers.
Crazy, yeah.
Legitimately, I've got Moxie Boosted merch that was made by Michael.
Before you
But
knew him.
that
Show me it. I don't even own it.
it was the You've seen
never
it
seen it in
before.
person.
No, it was the Tita Durant extra drill.
Max Rockfall.
Yeah.
Oh,
Riperior.
that was the most heat T-shirt ever.
It's so
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, I got that as a hoodie. You need to do a rerun of that other merch that you did like last year because I really
Oh, just the
wanted that
logo
and I was
merch?
poor. Like the logo merch. I think you should.
I need to
poor.
get dude. I need to get the logo merch too. I'll rerun it.
Yeah, dude, I
Yes.
want to get some. And I was broke when you released it. I am no longer broke, so I want some of that Moxie Boosted merch, you know.
I was
would like
just
some
as
as well.
broke when I was selling it. I was like, oh.
I really want the 3 Rock Slide Moon T-shirt. It's so funny.
the three rockfall moon that Michael
Yes.
drew.
That was, I
Yeah,
think,
no.
Was that the first shirt I've done, or maybe the second? Oh, okay. Technically, I made agency merch, but I'm not going to talk about that ever because that was like the worst thing I've ever made.
Oh.
Yeah, technically that was like the first or second shirt I ever made ever, and it came out such a banger. So shout out to you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
It's sick.
A lot of people were into it. Like I got a lot of people saying that they bought it. And
Yeah,
stuff
no,
My
like that.
favorite comment
good.
ever was, "Yo, this design's fire. It should be on a shirt." And I was like, "Yo, it already is."
It's so based.
I know Joey also saw it and he was like, oh, this is heat.
Yo.
Yeah, no, but like
No, he hit me up with it, and he was like, "Did you make that?" And I was like, "Yeah."
yeah, no, I wear that hoodie all the time. Like
I
it's a
want it
really
so
good
so
hoodie.
bad.
It's a funny hoodie.
It is funny.
Yeah,
as
what
shit.
the fuck's a
I like the concept.
Tyranitar, dude?
Yeah.
No.
What
Can
is
we
that
talk
little
about-
ant guy?
Little
Can we
ant.
talk about merch though for a second? Considering 2 of the people that are in voice call with webcams on are wearing merchandise from creators, both me and Brady.
Yeah, I'm wearing a Murgle Moves hoodie at the moment.
We
it.
have 0 drip, bro. And I
Yeah.
said we.
The 20K
Sigh
limited edition
and-
Moxie Boosted
Don't
merch had
sigh
crazy
and
drip.
accept him.
I mean,
Dude, this size crazy. But
this
listen,
is a decent hoodie. It's not bad. Like I'm
Yours
not.
is much better than mine. Yours can go
I'm
out in
not. I'm
public
not.
as-
I'm not dripped up, but like
Yours is inconspicuous and can be layered with something. The thing that I'm getting at though is most like creators' merchandise is just it ends at a t-shirt. And
Yeah.
it's like, damn. That's I feel like my favorite kind of merch is anything that you can go with other outfits.
Yes, that's
Kinda
why I
like
like
what
the
you're
logo
wearing.
one so much.
It's like
Yeah.
things that like if you're in the know, you know, but if you're not in the know,
Yeah.
then it's like, oh, that's just a cool T-shirt. Which
Yeah.
is why I really like your like the merch you did last year, Marcus, because holy shit, it's like people were like, oh, you Moxie Boosted, like, yeah, I have a podcast with that bitch. And
Wait, are we talking about the Arrow one?
yeah.
Oh, I
But,
made
like,
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if they don't know the logo and they're like, oh, that's just a cool T-shirt, it's like, yeah, thanks,
Yeah,
man.
no, I think
Yeah,
it's
here,
best when
let
it's
me-
inconspicuous. But what I'm more so getting at is I feel like I've been dripless my entire life.
Oh yeah, no, I
Same.
feel that.
Me too.
I've only
need drip.
recently been like, damn, I need to go shopping bad. And
Wait,
I genuinely think
hold on.
one of my first streams back is going to be a shopping stream.
This
Fizz.
merch actually went hard now that I'm looking at
It
it.
did.
Yeah, no, that was a good merch drop, and I think you should do a rerun. I'm being complete, like, especially
I
with
hope
all
I
the...
still have the templates. I hope I still have all the templates because I had to
I do.
like. Well, no, I mean like for the t-shirts because I would have to
okay.
like replace all these fucking arrows,
I got you.
and the placement on them was perfect the first time.
Yeah,
I see.
but
I really wanted to get one of each for like the all around design.
Ooh.
Yeah. Dude, I would like get one for each of them. That'd be, I'll even just like a white and black one. That'd be really cool.
Same here. I get
But
one.
yeah, no, I'm hella down. My question is, when are we doing Route 1 merch?
True.
Okay.
That's a good question because unironically, I'm down to wear that shit. People are already telling me at like class and around school and all the
We
events
should
that I've been
do
going to, like, yo, you do a
exclusively-
podcast, right? So,
We should do exclusively hats.
Yeah.
Why?
I feel like we're also just like not big enough to get like a certain amount, but like that said, it's more just like, you know, our dedicated viewers could get a Route 1 podcast thing going. You know?
Yeah.
Even if it's
I'm down
Even
to
if it's
make,
just
a
like-
simplified version of the
even
logo.
if it's just like the sleepy zigzagoon that Ash
Yeah.
made.
Yeah.
yeah. At comment section, y'all want merch?
Yeah.
I'm down. We got logo creator Ash that redesigned that, you know, kind of created the brand identity for the current podcast, and we got me who's making shirts apparently. So like,
We got me who
Combined
knows how to make the
forces.
website that sells merch.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. And you got me,
who wears
Idea.
the merch?
idea guy. I'm the
He's our
idea
model.
guy.
I love idea
Our
guy.
model.
To be fair, I
We
kind of
need to
run
sell Don't Be a
everything.
Liability t-shirts.
Yeah. We do.
Murkiri, if we were all Smiling Friends characters, Murkiri would be the boss.
Boss.
Yes,
boss.
boss. I got you, boss.
I
No problem,
know
boss.
who that is. Unfortunately,
Yeah, Murkiri would 100% be the boss.
is smiling for is smiling friends good?
Oh, it's phenomenal.
I gotta
I
watch
know
it still.
it came from like Newgrounds stuff, right?
No, it came from Oni Plays, who I think might have done some Newgrounds stuff, but he's known for... Have you ever seen the Get Out of My Car animation? That's his biggest video.
Yes! Get out of my car! We're at the hospital!
Yeah, he made that.
That's
Oh,
so
man.
awesome.
But he has a
I
whole
love
bunch
that
of other
video.
stuff that he's known for.
Oh yeah, no, I've
Alright,
seen this. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's Psychic Pebbles that made it, and he was
Oh,
on
yeah.
Oni Plays a lot.
That's sick.
Psychic Pebbles is the only plays guy. Yeah. He was
Yeah,
like the guy
he
who replaced like
Talks like this.
The other
He sounds like he's always got to like clear his throat.
Yeah.
Yo. Oh my god, did you guys see the new news today about Pokemon?
Huh?
What?
You didn't see from their Twitter?
What
They
about
announced a
what?
whole
Huh?
fucking new Pokemon. Are you kidding me?
No, they
He's
didn't.
gaslighting us once more.
Is it Stakataka?
Dude, no, it was the Scarlet Violet form of Stakataka. It's psychic,
yeah.
psychic pebbles.
Yeah, there it is.
Psychic Pebble.
I have to go to work.
No, that's a
Alright.
banger.
Yeah.
We go wrap it up now.
Damn, really? You just
List
wanted
the
me to do it?
Patreons now.
Okay. Thank you to Patreons for hanging out and doing Patreon stuff. I finally uploaded one of the parts of the thing.
Mandela catalog?
That was last week, though, because that was this is this
Dude,
week, and
I need to
this
watch
was
the new
recorded last
episodes.
week, and
Can
Anyway.
you also can you drop the links to that? Because they're unlisted. Anyone can with the link can see them. That's what you need the Patreon to see the link. Could you drop the links in here so I can watch those?
Yeah.
I mean, you can just go on onto our Patreon because they're streamable links.
I don't know the login.
It's okay.
Bruh.
It is literally pinned in.
I don't want to know the login.
Wow.
It's okay. It's fine. Anyway, thank you to.
All right, then you know what you should do? You know what you should do? You should sub to the Patreon. Boom.
Yeah.
Thank you too.
True.
Thank you to Crazy Carlton, Ken Marker, Plumber, Professor Gems, and Ryan. Thank you for subscribing to the Patreon, as well as everyone else who subscribes to the Patreon. It is greatly appreciated.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Poggers.
Also, if you want to not listen to our, I mean, we don't really have many visuals. Sometimes we have a thing pop up every now and again, but if you prefer just listening audio, we have Spotify as well. So
Yes.
go check that out.
Coyote.
As well. What?
Coyote.
Wait, I forgot about the bit.
Yeah, if you want to see the Kyogre, watch on video. If you don't,
No.
God, I don't blame you. Watch everywhere else.
No.
So-
Yeah, you'll be able to hear the vine broom. However, you won't be able to see the Coyote.
The best part about having Brady edited is I can just request strange fringe things for him to throw in. Add Dwayne The Rock Johnson, the gif of him with the eyebrow, but it's just captioned in bold font, Coyote.
No. What?
All right, man. I need to.
All right.
I need to like what I need to do is during recordings I need to have like a notepad out of like what I'm editing, because I'll come up to like edit something, and because I'm stupid and leave everything till the last second, I'll like edit it and forget to do some stuff. I think I've done it a couple times.
Everyone comment thank you, Brady, because he's the fucking editor and mastermind of everything. God bless.
For real.
Anyway,
Greenus.
Thank you, Brady.
Greenus?
Yeah, it's like green. Yeah, like, you know, green plus
penis.
There you go.
Yeah, I got there. I got there.
Hey, my man.
Oh,
it's Groudon.
Okay, but it sounded like green penis instead of Groud.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ray.
Pedon.
Pedon, yeah.
Yeah, get peed on, dipshit.
Kyogre.
Hey, Marcus, have you played Odyssey?
No.
Odyssey, there's dick in you.
You ought to see these balls.
Anyway, end of podcast. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all later. He left. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.